Hello, my name is Erson, and I'm with Group 4. Imagine, well, for 8 years, two people, one, his name was Felix McGregor, and the second was Bill Thompson. They were together for 8 years, and Bill got a sudden heart attack and went to the hospital for it. When Felix went to go visit him and see how he was, the doctors wouldn't allow him to be there because he wasn't part of his family. Why he wasn't allowed? Because of Prop 8. Prop 8 is defined as a constitutional act that legalizes marriage between one woman and one man, no one else. It was put in place because of the Defense of Marriage Act. The Defense of Marriage Act was passed in 1991, and it states that one man and one woman is a legalized marriage. No state can or should acquire anyone's marriage that is not one man and one woman. So in case, like, say you get married say you're a gay couple and you get married in California, no other state can actually look and say, oh, that's a valid marriage. The Equality of Marriage Act. How marriage should be defined. Marriage should be defined as a civil union between two people that love each other and care about each other for years to come. This act should be put in place because of the 14th Amendment, which states that all persons who are born in the United States or are legalized in the United States have their rights protected. They should not be subjected to discrimination by any one state or anyone's personal beliefs. No Hate. No Hate was a group that was put together by a photographer in the 2009, I believe. He started this organization as a protest against Prop 8. It was a silent protest where all the models, as you see here, they all have their mouth taped and the sign of No Hate posted against their cheek. That one, I don't remember her name, but everyone here, she's the only heterosexual to be part of this group of way over here. The other two at the bottom, they're drag queens. They're dudes. Wanda Sykes, she's a big supporter of No Hate. She says, and I quote, "The biggest threat to marriage is divorce, so why not ban divorce? And also, if you don't believe in same-sex marriage, why marry somebody with the same sex? It shouldn't affect you." Rights. Individuals' rights have been prosecuted from Prop 8. Taxes are one. Because if you're not married, you can't file joint taxes. You can't, like, say your partner was to die, you won't automatically inherit their will as if you were a married couple. You can't share in joint home insurance, joint health insurance, and joint auto insurance. Benefits and immunities and personal plans such as Social Security, and Medicare and other benefits won't be passed to you, as well as inheritance. But with this, you can have, if you were married, you can have a joint inheritance, which is what you can't have with Prop 8 for gay couples. The consequences of gay marriage. This was a chart that one of my friends put together. This is the consequences of gay marriage. It's a pie chart. The consequences of gay marriage are gays married, and none of the other effects would actually happen if gays were ever actually married. Technically. Okay. Another thing with tax benefits is with a married couple, your parents can get a cut of your tax benefits if you in turn want them to, which at the bottom she doesn't want his mom to get any part of their money. Another reason with tax benefits is that some couples just marry because of tax benefits and nothing else. Like in one of the cartoons I found, it says, "And do you, John, take Jennifer to be a lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, and to write off your taxes together?" The next thing with Prop 8 was health benefits. Gay couples cannot receive the same hospital treatment that heterosexual couples can. Like the first one, first, which is the most important one, is visiting your spouse in the hospital is restricted only if it's restricted to a certain number of hours if you're not family or married, legally married to your spouse. As well as the second is making decisions for your spouse. If they're lying on their deathbed, you won't be able to pull the plug or not pull the plug if you want to. The last part of Prop 8 is parenting. Do heterosexual parents make better parents than gay parents? The answer is no. In actuality, which some people may or may not agree with, gay parents tend to make a better parenting than straight parents for the simple reason that they can't divorce. Because statistics show that for the first marriage, about 45% of married couples end in divorce. The second, and when you get married again, a total of 68% get married and then get divorced again. And by your third marriage, about 75% of those marriages end in divorce. Gay couples can't get divorced, so you can't make bad parents in a way. The last thing is adoption. In some states like Alabama, you can't adopt kids if you're married. If you're not married. You can't adopt kids if you're not married. It's estimated that about 300,000 to 500,000 kids nationwide have gay moms and dads. According to in 1990, an estimated 6 to 14 million kids were adopted by gay couples, as well as about 14 million more than 1,600 adopted children are living with gay parents in California, which is the highest among all states. This, in total, we're pushing with gay adoption would amount that many of the kids who don't have parents, or like orphans, will be able to have loving families that can and will adopt them. An argument that one of my friends and me created: if you don't like gay marriage, blame straight people. They don't keep having gay babies.
You're almost 8 minutes now, so can you please close it down?
Okay. In conclusion, I will everyone who's mixed, the mixed couples and gay couples are the same thing. Mixed couples were said to be a natural and like incest or whatever. So in conclusion, if mixed couples can get married and there was the same thing, so should gay people.